To all, today we are going to learn a topic, active voice and passive voice. 10th English, active voice, passive voice. Before entering to the topic, let us learn something that is basic things. Okay. So, the first and the foremost thing, you have to know what is a sentence pattern. Before learning active voice and passive voice, have to know what is sentence pattern. First, we will recap what are the elements are there in the sentence pattern. S is for subject, V for verb, O for object. In this object itself we have a two division, one is direct object DO, another one is indirect object IO, then C is for complement, and A is for agent. So, we have elements S, V, O, DO, IO, C, A. Okay. This S is a subject, it denotes the noun, it is a naming word. Then verb is of two types, one is main verb, another one is auxiliary verbs. Main verbs denotes all the action, and helping verbs, that is otherwise called auxiliary verbs. They are 24 in numbers, that I will explain you after this explanation. Then objects, it represents things or person that is in the form of objective pronoun. Next, direct object denotes things, indirect object denotes objective pronoun. So, S is for subject, it is a noun, it denotes all the naming word. V is for verb, it is divided into two, main verb and a helping verb. Main verbs denote all the action whatever we are doing from morning, from waking up to bed. And O for object, it denotes the things as well as the objective pronoun. These things come under this group of direct object, and this objective pronoun come under this group of indirect objects. And complement represents profession, position, and it will come after be verbs, and it makes a sentence to be meaningful. Then agent answer for the question when, where, how, why. When represents time, where represents place, how manner, why reason. So, before entering to the topic, we have to know what is sentence pattern. For the sentence pattern, we have to revise this. What are the elements in the pattern? S, V, O, D, O, I, O, C and A. Subject, S for subject, V for verb and O for object, DO for direct object, IO for indirect object, C for complement and A for agent. Okay. Now I will explain you the pattern. Before that, I will tell you what are the helping verbs. The helping verbs are otherwise called auxiliary verbs. They are 24 in number. They are 24 in numbers. They are divided into 3 categories. Primary verbs, modals and semi-modals. These are called auxiliary verbs. These 3 are come under the group of auxiliary verbs. It's otherwise called helping verbs. Primary verbs, modal, semi-modal. Primary verbs are 11, modals are 9, then semi-modals are 4. Again, these primary verbs have a division. Be verb, do verb, have verb. Again, this be verbs, am, is, are, was, were. Do verbs, do, does, did. Have verbs, have, has, had. They are 11 in numbers. Am, is, are present tense. Was and were are past tense. Am and is singular. Are is a plural. Then was is a singular. And were is a plural. Plural verb. Do and does is a present tense, present form, and did is in the past form. The same way, have and has in the present form, had in the past form. Already you know, just to recap your knowledge, you have to revise this. Okay. Then modal, can, could, will, would, shall, should, may, might, must. Semi-modal, they are 4 in number. Ought to, used to, need, and dare. So, these auxiliary verbs are divided into 3 primary verbs, modal, semi-modal. Primary verbs are divided into, again it have a 3 division, be verbs, do verb, have verb. What are be verbs? Am, is, are, was, were. What are do verbs? Do, does, did. What are have verbs? Have, has, had. This am, is are singular present tense, are is a plural present tense, was is a singular past tense, were is a plural past tense. Do and does is a present form, did is in the past form. Have and has in the present form, had in the past form. Okay. Okay. Now you know, I hope you all understand what is primary auxiliary, what is auxiliaries, that is a helping verb. Okay. Okay, now you know what is auxiliary. what is main verb, and you know the different what is main verb, what is the auxiliary verbs. Okay. Next, let us learn how to find out the sentence pattern. Already you had studied in your class 8. Now let us revise one more time. So, the boy is playing. The boy is playing in the ground. So, here the boy is a subject, it is a noun. Is playing, there is two verbs, one is auxiliary as well as another one is main verb. So, all together we have to divide this as a verb. In the ground, it answers for the question where he had played. So, it is adjunct. So, what is the pattern? SVA. I am a teacher. I is a subject, am is a verb, a teacher is a complement because it denotes a profession who I am. The birds are flying in the sky. I hope you understand how to find out the pattern. The birds is a subject, are flying is a verb, in the sky is a adjunct. Okay. So, I hope you had understand what is sentence pattern. So, before learning the active voice and passive voice, we have to know what is sentence pattern, how to divide the sentence. Okay. So, let us enter to the topic active voice and passive voice. Active voice. How to change this? What is active voice first? Active voice means, see, I played cricket. So, first and foremost thing we have to understand what is the pattern of the sentence it is. It is SVO. Okay. So, here who is a doer? I is a doer. What is the action is there? Playing. What is the receiver? Cricket. What they played cricket. So, if a doer does the action, that is called active voice. If a doer does the action, that is active voice. If the action was done by the doer, that is a passive voice. So, I played the cricket. For example, I had explained you here I is a doer, is a subject is doing an action. What is the action they are playing? What they played, that is a cricket. So, this is a pattern SVO. Okay. How I will give the same sentence as a passive form. This object will come as a subject here, cricket. You have to check whether the object is in the form of plural form or singular form. Here cricket is a singular form. So, next we have to see what is the tense form of the verb. It is given in the past tense, V2 form, played, played. It is in the form of past tense. So, we have to supply the verb past singular. So, already I had taught you which is the singular and which is the past tense. So, is, was, are, were. Is and was is a singular verb. Are and were is a plural verb. Okay. Is and are is a present tense. Was and were is a past tense. Okay. By knowing this 4 verbs, then only we can apply here. The cricket is a singular and the verb is past. So, which is a singular past tense? We have to check singular past, so was. So cricket was. Here anyhow whatever verb may be, we have to change the verb into the past participle. What is the past participle of this verb played? Played only. Play, played, played. Cricket was played, then we have to supply the agent by, then I will change into me. Okay, that is a rule how to what are the subjective pronoun or what are the objective pronoun. I will explain you. Okay. See, there are the three types, you just know about these three types of pronouns. This is I, we, you, he, she, it, they. These are the pronoun of subjective pronoun. Subjective pronoun. And the next one is objective pronoun. I will change into me, we will change into us, you, he, him, she will change into her, it will change into it, they will change into them. Okay. Then possessive pronoun. My, we will change into our, your, his, hers, its, their. Okay, this is the way how we have to change the pronoun. This I and we are considered as a first person, you is considered as a second person, he, she, it are considered as a third person singular, and this is a third person plural form, they. Okay. This all you already know, just to recall your memory I am explaining you again. Okay. So this I had converted into object, I changed into me. See, I, this is subjective form I, it was changed into me in the objective form. So for changing the active voice into passive voice, what are the things we have to remember? The first and the foremost, we have to divide the sentence according to the pattern. Then we have to identify the, which is subject and which is object. The object of the sentence will come in the place of the subject of the sentence. So the object of the sentence is cricket here. The cricket came here as a subject in the place of the subject. So cricket, and we have to supply the auxiliary verbs here. So which is the in what way we have to supply? See, cricket is a singular object. Cricket is a singular, and according to the tense we have to supply singular past tense. So we have, which is a singular past tense? Singular past form, was. If it is some other things plural form, we have to supply some other verb. So according to the object singular or plural, according to the verb we have to supply the auxiliary. Then always this verb should be in the form of past participle. Then we have to supply the agent. If it is in the form of pronoun, then it goes, the subjective pronoun will change into objective pronoun. For example, here if I write Ravi played cricket, what happened? The cricket was played by me. We should not write here. It will become wrong. So here we have to write the respective subject here. This subject will become as a doer. Okay. So the cricket was played by Ravi. Instead of I, we have to write the subject as it is. Here we should not change. Instead of Ravi, we should not put he or him. Okay. Now we understand. Only this changes will undergo only if there is a pronoun form. If there is no pronoun form, as it is, we can give the name. Okay. The subject is in the form of two. One is naming word noun. Another one is pronoun. So okay, let us solve some more examples, then you will understand better than this. Sita is eating a mango. See, first thing you have to remember, we have to know how to divide the sentence according to its pattern. Sita is a subject, is eating is a verb, a mango is a object. Let us learn the simple thing first, then we will go for the complicated sentence. A mango, according to the rule number, this is a subject, this is a verb and this is a object. Doer, action and receiver. This receiver object has to come and occupy the place of the subject while changing the active into passive form. So, this mango will come at first, a mango. How this mango is? Mango is plural or singular? It is a singular. Is eating. Mango is eating. So, what we have to? So, mango is, here we should not, in active voice there won't be any verbs. So, a mango eating, it is a present tense. So, the mango is being eaten by, the mango is being eaten by Sita. Okay, because it is a present tense, present continuous, so I am using is being eaten. Okay. Another one example. The florist delivers the flower to my office every day. See here, the florist, who is doing the action? The florist. So, she is a doer, she is considered as a subject. Delivers, what is the action takes place? Delivering. So, it is a verb. The flower, it is a object. Okay. To my office every day, it is the adjunct, where she is delivering to the office. So, it is the adjunct. So, the first rule number 1, we have to take this object in the place of subject. So, the flower. The flower. Okay. Here, delivers, it is in the form of present tense. So, the flowers, if it is plural form, the flowers, then we have to change are. If it is singular, then we have to put is. Okay, here the flowers. So, the flowers, here it is a present tense. So, which is the plural form? Are, and it is in the form of present, which is the plural present form? Are. So, we have to write the flowers are, this deliver will change into delivered. Delivered to my office every day by the florist otherwise we can write the flowers are delivered to, the flowers are delivered by the florist to my office every day. This adjunct we can place in between, at the end or at the beginning. Okay. I hope you had understand how to change the auxiliary into, active voice into passive voice, as well as you learn how to supply the auxiliary verbs by seeing the object whether it is singular or plural, and we have to check whether the given verb is present tense or past tense. According to that, we have to supply the auxiliary verbs. Okay. This is a basic thing. Here in your book exercise, we will do, this is already you had studied in your 9th standard, page number 14. The manager appointed many office assistants. See, the manager appointed many office assistants. So, here the manager is a action, doer, he is a, it is a subject, the manager. Appointed is a action, so it is a verb. Many office assistants, whom he had appointed? Many office assistants. So, automatically many office assistant will convert it into object. So, according to the rule, how we have to change? We have to change the object in the place of the subject. So, many office assistants, many office assistants, see, assistants appointed, this is the plural past tense. Which is the plural past tense? Plural past, this is where. So, many office assistants were, already it is in the form of past participle, regular verb, appointed. So, many office assistants were appointed by the manager. Okay. Next one. They have asked to pay the fine. They had asked to pay the fine. So, I will give two more examples for you. You have to do it as a homework. This is very simple. If you know the rule, then it will become very easy. At the end, I will give some examples for you, exercise for you to do in your home. Okay. Here, first thing we had normal, we had in the 9th standard we had studied how to change. This is the previous recall. Now only we are going to enter into the 10th syllabus. The first they had given the passive form in the form of request. What is the word we will use for the request? Please. So, here they had used please assemble. It is in the form of request, imperative sentence. Please assemble in the ground. This is in the form of active voice. Please assemble in the ground. So, if the word please is given, what we have to do? This is a imperative sentence. So, imperative sentence, what we have to do? We have to put the to in front of the verb. So, which is the verb here? Assemble. Here they had given the request please. So, if they had given the word please, what we have to do? You are requested. We have to use the term you are requested. You are requested. Already I told you what we have to do. We have to supply the two verbs in front of the verb. So, we have to supply the to. The word to, we are requested to assemble. We should not change the verb here because it is the infinitive verb. If you write the to before the verb, it will convert into infinitive verb. After to, we should not change the verb. The verb should remain in the form of V1. So, as it is, to assemble in the ground. So, please keep quiet. How you will write? You are requested to keep quiet. Okay. Please open the door. How you will change? You are requested to open the door. Please don't turn back. How you will change? You are requested, don't is there. So, this don't will change into not to. We will see another one example also. Please do not turn back. How we will change? Please, instead of please we have to write you are requested. This do not will change into not to. You are requested not to, which is a verb here, turn. Turn back. Okay. Because of this, we are inserting this to here. So, we should not change the verb. It is in the form of V1 form, turn, assemble. We won't change assembled, turned. We should not change. It has to be remain as it is because it converted into infinitive verb. Okay. This is a, now you had learned how to change the active into passive in the normal form. Then if it is given in the request, how we will change. The request means they will use the term please. If the please is there, we have to write this term you are requested. Before the verb we have to supply to. If it is do not, we have to change into not to. Okay. So we had learned to model. How to change this in the form which is given in a request form, the passive voice. Next, advice. Okay. So in advice, what they will simply, this two also imperative sentence. This request as well as this advice. These both come under the imperative sentence. There are 4 types of sentence. One is declarative, another one is interrogative, imperative, exclamatory. Okay. Declarative, it is in the form of statement that has a 2 types. One is affirmative, another one is negative. If it is affirmative, it is in the positive form. Negative, if a sentence has only no or not, then only we will call that sentence as a negative sentence. Okay. Interrogative, interrogative is in the form of question. Question are of 2 types. One is yes or no question, another one is WH question. Okay. Next, the third is imperative. Imperative, it has 2 types. One is command and another one is request. That's the thing we are seeing. First, we had finished the request by using the word please. Please is converted into you are requested to. That's why. Then now we are passing to the next topic, that is advice. Passive voice in the form of advice. Advice means instruction. Okay. So work hard. If I write the word work hard, what you will do? Work hard. So it is in the form of instruction. So here we have to use the term advice. There we had used the term you are requested. Here we have to use the term you are advised. Advised. Here work hard, which is a verb here, work. So you are advised to work hard. That's all. Very easy. Obey the rule. How you will obey the rules? How we will write? You are advised to obey the rules. Okay. I hope you understand. Okay. Next, the same thing we had seen that one is positive, another one is negative. Please do not turn back, they had used the word. So, do not we had changed into not to. The same thing, do not eat junk food or do not use mobile phone. So, what you will do? If we have a term do not, we have to change it into not to. See, do not use mobile phone. How we will change? Do not. So, you are advised. Do not will change into not to. Not to use mobile phone. Okay. Do not eat junk food. How we will use? You are advised. You are advised not to eat junk food. Okay. So, now we had seen the 3 types, how to change the active into passive. The same thing, if you want to change the passive into active, the same rule. Just we have to exchange the object in the place of the first word in the place of object, then we have to cut out the auxiliary verbs, then we have to supply the actual verb, then the subject should be in the form, it's come in the first. Okay. See, this is how we have to change the active into passive. The first thing, we have to know how to divide the, we have to find out how to find the sentence pattern. So, which is the subject, which is the verb, and which is the object, which is the agent, we have to find that. Then the rule number 1, we have to take the, we have to bring the object in the place of subject, the receiver in the place of doer. So, we have to bring the object in the place of subject. Then we have to see the object is in the form of plural or singular. If it is plural or singular, whether we had find out that, then we have to go and check what is the tense given in the form of active form. So, if it is present tense, we have to write according to the plural or singular, and the presents are past. So, we have to supply the verbs, auxiliary verbs according to the tense as well as the noun. Then we have to add the agent by. Okay. Then the subject of the sentence will converted into object of the sentence. Here we had discussed about one type, that is the imperative type, that in both request as well as the advice. Okay. Okay, I will give you some homework. Convert this active into passives. This you do as your homework, only 4 I had given. Shall I rub this? Then the next one is a interrogative. How to change this interrogative? First we had discussed about the imperative sentence. Now we are going to learn about the interrogative. How we have to change the interrogative sentence active into passive voice. Okay. Here they had given one short example, one definitions for us. When the sentence are changed to passive, they begin with the verb in the form of yes or no question. So I had told you there are 2 types of question. One is yes or no question, another one is WH question. With the question word followed by the verb WH. So they had 2 types, one is yes or no, another one is WH question. So let us Let us discuss about the verb which is the question begins with yes or no, that is auxiliary verbs. What are the questions which is begin with all the auxiliary verbs? It will answer. See, do you like milk? We will say yes, I like milk, or I know I won't like milk. This is how we are answering yes or no. So, this is called yes or no question. What are the questions which is begin with the auxiliary verbs that are called yes or no questions? Okay. See. Did he write a letter? Did he write a letter? So, here what is the answer for this? Yes, he wrote the letter, or he won't write the letter, we will say. So, but here this is in the form of yes or no question. So, how we have to convert? This is did. Did is in the form of past tense. So, we have to supply the verb was. Was here, which is the object? A letter. So, he writes a letter. He is a subject as it is. Write is a verb, a letter is a object. So, we have to supply the object here, a letter. So, was a letter. Already we had written the was here because it is a singular past form. So, we had used the term was. So, was a letter. Write will change into write, wrote, written. Was a letter written by him. This is how we have to change. The rule is same, but the form we have to write this auxiliary at first, then we have to write the object here, then we have to change this verb is in the form of past participle, then we have to supply the by, then this objective pronoun will change into subjective pronoun. Okay. The second example, is he watching us? See, is a question word, we will keep it separate, and this is a subject, this is a verb, and this is a object. So, object will come friend as, which is the objective form of as we. So, we have to place here. So, we is in the form of plural or singular? It is in the form of, we is in the form of plural. So, which is the plural present tense? Are. So, this is will change into are. This singular verb will change into past plural form are. Then as, instead of as we have to write we. So, are we watching is here. So, we have to convert this into the continuous form. What is the continuous be form? Being. Are we being? This watch will convert it into watched. What is the past participle of watch? Watch, watched, watched. So, are we being watched by? He will change into him. Do you understand? So, you have to thorough with active voice, the type of pronoun, how to change the subjective into objective, objective into possessive, that I had given you already at the beginning of the class itself. Then you have to know how to change, what is the respective verb we have to supply. So, you have to know the singular, plural, present tense and past tense column. Then only it is easy for you to supply the auxiliary verbs at the respective place. Okay. This is a yes or no question type. Okay. Another one homework I will give you. Note it. Did you write the book? How you will change? Did you write the book? Let me try. Did you write the book? Yes. You find out which type it is. It is a yes or no question. Okay. Then how you will change? As it is, you is a verb, you is a subject here, write is a verb, the book is a object. So, here which is the they had given did. So, this did will change into was, because the book was the book. This write will change into write, wrote, written. So, was the book written by you. The subjective form of the you and objective form of the you is same. So, there is no change. So, was the book written by you. Okay. Next one is WH question. Who will accept this? See, so who will accept this? The question word, whatever the question word is, begins with the WH, they all come under WH question. Who, when, where, which, what, how, even how will come under the WH question. Who will accept this? So, how we have to change this who will convert it into the possessive form by whom. This who will convert it into by whom. So, by whom, this is the rule how we have to change. By whom will be the same. By who will, which is the object here this. So, by whom will this accepted? Will this be accepted? Are you understand? So, who will convert it into whom? This will be there, it will retain same as it is. Then because of the will we have to change this is to the future perfect will be. Okay. So, how will this be accepted? Are you understand? Who has arranged this meeting? So, how we will write? Who has arranged this meeting? How will you convert this? Who will convert it into by whom? By whom? Then we have to write the auxiliary as it is, has, which is the object here, this meeting. Has will convert it into has been, because it is a perfect tense. By whom has this meeting been arranged? Because it is a perfect tense, we are using been here. Okay. Okay, shall we see two more examples for your better understanding? See here, when did you find the book? When did you find the book? This example is not in your book, you just listen. So, when did you find the book? How we will change? This when will remain as it is, because it is who will change into whom, by whom, but this when will remain as it is. So, we have to write the term when. Did this here. So, did this in the form of past tense. So, we have to write when was, which is the object here, the book. You is a subject, find is a verb, and the book is a object. So, when was the book? Find will change into found. We can use this word by you, or we can leave it also, it is not a mistake. Okay. When was the book found? We can stop here, otherwise we can add this by you. Okay. This both are right. Okay. When will you finish the building? How we will write? When will you finish the building? How we will convert the sentence? When will you finish the building? So, the when will remain as it is, will also remain as it is. The building is the object, it will come here, we have to, it's occupy the place of the subject. So, when will the building, after will what we have to write, be. So, when will the building be, finish will change into finished. We can stop here, finished, or we can use by you. This is option, you can use both, we can add this, otherwise we can left this. This is our option. When will the building be finished? We can stop there and we can put the question mark. Otherwise, when will the building be finished by you? Okay, both are right. There is nothing wrong. Okay. So, you have to do the exercise which is given you at the page number 16 as a homework. Thank you.